kindergartners, we're going to talk about insects. So I found a book that has some fun things about insects. We're going to read It's a Good Thing There Are Insects by Alan Fowler. Sometimes we call them bugs, but their real name is insects. All insects have 6 legs like a grasshopper. Most insects, like flies, have wings, so we know 2 things so far. Some insects live in trees, like cicadas. Some live in water, like water beetles. Some insects, including most ants, make their home in the ground. They have their own little town where each ant does its own kind of work, so they work together. A caterpillar forms a shell called a chrysalis around itself. Then what does it turn into? In the chrysalis, the caterpillar changes into a butterfly. This home for bees is called a hive. Now, I want you to write some things that you have learned about insects. Now, I found another thing we're going to put on if you want to look up some different things. It was this fun little book that I had. It was called Insects and Bugs Fun Fact Cards. Do you know there are approximately 10 quintillion insects alive in the world? Did you know that an ant can lift 50 times its weight? This would be like a child lifting a car. Oh my goodness, do you think you could do that? Did you know a praying mantis is the only insect that can turn its head? Did you know the only continent without bees is Antarctica, also known as the South Pole? Now this is kind of gross. One of the longest living insects is the queen termite. Some have lived 50 years. And this one's gross. A cockroach can live without its head for approximately 7 days. I do not want to see that. While there are 20,000 different bee species on Earth, only the honeybee makes honey. Did you know that? And this one, are you having grasshoppers for dinner? Do you know grasshoppers are regular food in parts of Asia and Africa? Oh my goodness. Now, I hope you can remember a couple things about what we saw in our book or some of the fun facts. And I want you to write a couple of sentences about it. Maybe you could talk about how ants have their own little town and they each have their own job. I hope to see some of your fun writing and drawing. Have a great day, kindergartners.